Lee Michaels Show. We are live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon, right here on thepowerofvoices.com. I'm feeling pretty good now, but I did have a rough start today. I got to tell you, folks. One thing I love is technology, but sometimes technology doesn't love me. And today, when I walked into the office, the internet was down because Time Warner got us again. They were doing service in the area, so all the home and business connections were down. So I called them up. And I said, hey, what's going on? Oh, we have an outage in your area. An outage in the area. Okay. Do you know what caused the outage? No, I don't, but I know we have technicians out there on the scene, and they're working on it. I said, do you know how long it's going to be? Oh, it's probably going to be a couple of hours. A couple of hours? Are you kidding me? So, yeah, I started out having a bad day. Then I come into the studio because I had to go outside to make the phone call because the internet was down and my cell phone doesn't have a good connection in this building because AT&T has a better coverage in the area, and I think it blocks out my signal from Verizon. So, long story short, I come in from the parking lot because I had to go out there to make the phone call to Time Warner. And I said, okay, I'm going to relax. I'm not going to worry. It's going to come back on in less than 2 hours. And I'll have a bowl of cereal. So I break out my box of cereal, and I've got enough for maybe one bowl, down to the rim. So I pour that into a bowl, and I go to the refrigerator. I grab the milk, and I pour it in, and then I realize I'm pouring freaking coffee creamer in my milk. I'm going, what am I going to do now? This is not almond milk. This is Italian sweet cream coffee creamer.
So it'll make you real sweet today.
Oh, you're going to talk to me?
Yeah, it'll make you real sweet today.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I saved the day, though. I came in with coffee.
Yeah, you came in with, what do you call this? The McDonald's
Frappuccino, because it's not as strong as the real coffee. I can't drink that real coffee crap.
So, yeah, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're very thoughtful.
Well, I can't come in here with one for me and ignore you.
Well, you could. I would.
Well, I don't do that.
Well, that's nice. See, you're a nice person.
I hope I am.
I appreciate you. I really do, because I was having a bad day, and that did lighten up my day.
I've had a couple bad days.
Yeah, you've been going through some ups and downs as well. And I'm praying for your sister, by the way.
Oh, she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's just the recovery. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's true. But those type of situations are pretty routine nowadays.
Yeah, the recovery's the worst part to me.
Yep. So
I'm glad he's going to cat sit for me so I get to go down there to see her.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But I'm dreading it because I hate to fly.
Oh, do you really?
Yep. I flew for so many years, it bothers me now.
Yeah. Well, it's just another flight, like all those 1,000 flights that you've had before.
I've had some.
It's not like you're going halfway around the world.
I've had some flights, believe me.
Yeah, I bet.
I've had flights where I took an Ativan and a half.
Really?
And accidentally flushed things down the toilet that shouldn't have went down, and came to and said to her, I was bringing a tap dancer once on the road, bringing her over to France.
Uh-huh.
I asked her something I lost, and she said, oh, the desserts. I said, wow, we didn't get these coming over. She said, yeah, you had one of every. Because I always have first or business.
Uh-huh.
I go, what do you mean I had? She said, you asked for one of every dessert because in first or business, you always get better food.
Right. Yeah, especially on the long flights.
Yeah, and certain flights, too.
Yeah.
Some flights are amazing, especially the Middle Eastern one, the Emirates and all that.
Yeah. Good service, huh?
Best service.
Wow. So you were a little whacked out, and you were just going for it, huh?
A little. I was probably totally whacked out. I can't fly if I don't take something because,
Really?
oh God, my heart be beating. I hold on to the person next to me.
Oh, I'm glad you told me that. I won't fly with you.
One time I was coming from San Francisco, and San Francisco, is the worst flight to fly in from LA or fly out of. It's really bad air pockets.
Yeah,
and
it is. Yeah.
there was a storm, and something just said, Carol, don't get on this plane. And I had Rain with me. She was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
That plane wasn't going up and down like this. That plane was going sideways and
Oh, no
sideways.
kidding.
And I said, grabbed the person next. I said, oh, F. When we got there and I got off the plane, I had to wait so I could get Rain's stroller.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the pilot got off and he said to the mechanic, now I had to hear this.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one of the reasons I don't like the plane. He said to the pilot, the pilot said to the mechanic, I almost didn't think we were going to make it. You better really check this plane out.
Really?
And I thought, oh my God.
Right?
And here I'm up there hyperventilating and freaking out. And I mean, planes will bounce up and down, but going sideways is a little too much for me.
Yeah. That'll do you. That'll make your stomach flip too. The worst flight I ever had was from Atlanta to Charlotte, North Carolina. This was back in the 70s. And it felt like that plane dropped 1,000 feet.
Well, drop 10,000 feet, then you'll know what it feels like.
You've been through that?
Yes, I have.
10,000 feet drop?
I thought we were, at least that's what they said it was. I thought we were dying. There were people that arms got broke that were standing up at the time.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was frightening.
I bet.
Maybe that's one of the reasons too I don't want to fly.
I don't know how many feet it dropped, but it was a serious drop, and I knew it was bad when the stewardess who was coming down the aisle there with a tray in her hand, she got down on her knees and she said, "Oh shit." I went, "Oh shit? What do you mean, oh shit?" She says, "I've never felt anything like this before."
Then you're all panicking, the oxygen. Then you're like, where's my lifeboat thing in case we go in the water? But forget it. You go in the water, forget it.
Yeah, you know what? I can handle, I think, going in the water. But, yeah, hitting the ground.
Going in the water, if you're in the ocean, you're going down.
Well, maybe not right away.
But how do you get out? I don't want to live that last 5 minutes,
You got to hit that exit door. The man on the door is in charge.
The door don't open because the water pressure's up against it when you go down.
Well,
Wait
yeah,
a minute,
if you're
the one
under
that
the
went
water.
into the Hudson River, I think there's a movie right now.
It is.
I
Yeah.
had a
Scully.
client years ago that was on that.
No kidding.
I'm trying to remember if she was the stewardess that was saved, but she has a problem with her leg now, and I can't remember her name, but I'm going to go see that movie.
Wow. Yeah, it's called Scully.
I may not want to fly it. Look at last week's Southwest.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, what happened?
But they said people were just freaking. I would be freaking out. I'd probably just faint
Yeah.
and just say, take me fast, please.
Yeah. You got to get that tail right to counteract otherwise you might go around in circles.
My nephew's a pilot, and
Yeah.
I don't want to hear his stories.
I'd like to get my pilot's license. I went up with my friends, Ron.
Yeah, but one of
But-
those big planes like that.
Well, ideally, and I used to have this thing, I will never fly in a plane unless it has a stewardess going up and down the aisle with a tray in her hand. Anything smaller than that, I won't get on it. But I obviously went up in my buddy's plane, Ron Ellison, and it seats 4 people. So he and I flew up to Bakersfield one day. And I enjoyed it.
Was
I
that
didn't
a
have any
propeller
fear.
plane, though?
Yeah, it's
I don't like
one
it.
engine,
Makes
right in the
me
middle, in the
nauseous.
front. It was nice. The only thing I wish it had was air conditioning because it doesn't have air, but you open a little vent, and I guess you're up high enough. You're going at 150 miles an hour. It did get a little cool air coming in.
I think one of the nicest planes I flew on years ago, I got to fly on Trump's plane, who I don't like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
What an amazing plane.
I bet it was.
Oh, it was.
Was it over decorated?
Wasn't over decorated.
wasn't
It was
gaudy?
like being in.
Yeah.
And then I flew on the King's plane in the Middle East. That was another thing. Lobster.
Yeah, right.
And you know what's nice too is the smaller jets, the private jets.
Yeah.
They're smoother than a big plane.
Yeah, the Lear
Is
jets.
it because they're not as high up, or what is it?
Well, they're more streamlined. I think they can
Yeah.
cut through the turbulence a bit, but
But those small propeller planes, I get nauseous from the smell that comes from them.
yeah, the diesel fuel.
Oh,
the-
thinking about it right now,
aircraft
my
fuel.
stomach's like, ugh.
Yeah, I used to get seasick on my own boat, especially if it was rolling from left to right, port to starboard, like that. And then if you're like going real slow, well, not so much on my boat because I didn't do a lot of fishing from it because it was a